my first speeding ticket, and the only speeding ticket for that matter. I was 12 years old when my dad bought this car. He bought it to sell it because he had a used car lot. But I've always been enamored with Corvettes. It's kind of funny that I live in Kentucky now because they're made in Bowling Green, and I had the same birthday as Corvette. It's kind of crazy. But I've always been enamored by them for some reason. I think it's the true only American sports car out there, honestly. I appreciate Mustangs and the like, but hey, to each their own, right? So I was 12 years old. My dad bought this. I was like, yeah, because he had a Corvette when I was a little boy, when I was 6. And he sold it, and I was like, man, maybe this is my chance. And thank goodness this car had some electrical problems, and word got out around my town that, man, you don't want to buy that car. This was pre-eBay, pre-Craigslist, pre-Book of Face Marketplace, all those things. And word got out, man, don't buy that car. And guess what, man? I ended up with it. And I took 2 years of auto mechanics, got it running down at the vocational school. And when I was 18, my dad let me have he said, man, listen, you get it running and stuff, and I'll give you the title. Since I couldn't sell it, we've got so much money in it, it's not worth selling. I'll give you the title. So what do, man? My maiden voyage, the first time ever solo in this car, I go pick up my best friend, because that's what you do, man. You want to experience these moments in life with the people that you love, man, your crew, right? So I go pick up my best friend Josh, known him since I was 4. You've got those friends too. If you could do something with somebody, who would it be? Everybody's got that person. So mine was Josh back in the day, and so I go pick him up, and man, where I grew up, there was a lot of back roads, man. Curves, straightaways, and you never saw any police. But if you did, you knew you were in big trouble. You might see one state trooper out of 100 times on that road. And so this was the perfect storm. We get on this straightaway, and what does my friend Josh say? Slow down, slow down. No, man, he say, open it up. And I was like, what? And I get it up to 94 miles an hour, ashamedly. And we won't incriminate ourselves any more than that. But I get it up to 94, and I was like, okay, that's it. He's like, go to 100. You don't want those friends, man. They get you so much trouble. So I bought into the first challenge, opened it up, just like that, got to 94, because, right? And I was like, all right, I'm stopping, man. I know I'm six more miles an hour away from 100, but I'm stopping, man. So all of a sudden, my friend Josh goes, I made sure I got it back below 55, because that was the speed limit. And we started talking again and got distracted. My best friend Josh goes, state trooper! And I was like, looking down at everybody, you never hit your brakes, because that's a sign that you've been speeding. And I look down, and my speedometer says 64, and I'm like, oh no, he's got us. So he pulls us over, and I'm like, man, it's a state trooper that goes to church with me. Yeah, we're going to get off the hook. And I was like, shut up, Josh. Let me do all the talking. Shut up. And, Josh is redneck as all get out, man. He's got his shirt off. He's got a tattoo of a tiger on his back. And we're just, enjoying life and the liberty and the pursuit of temporary happiness, right? And state trooper comes up, puts his thumb on the thing. If you've ever been pulled over, they do that to kind of identify which state trooper was on the scene in case things go bad. That's pretty cool. I appreciated that. He's super professional. And so I thought that, I was going to get out of this. 1, because he went to church. 2, this guy had about 4 or 5 classic cars, and he knew my family well. I was like, man, this is great. I'm going to get out of this. He's going to let me go with a warning. And you know what? He didn't let me go. He wrote me up. He said, I'm going to write you up for a 64 and a 55, Dustin. And he said, because you know what? Next time, if I don't write you up now and let you off the hook, it'll be 94. And my whole body demeanor changed, and Josh and his tiger tattoo, he knew, we all knew, that he knew I was doing 94, but he chose to write me up as a 64 and a 55. And so anyway, I was like, I'm dead man. I'm a dead man. 18-year-old, speeding ticket, Corvette. It's over. Life's over. My dad's going to kill me. And my mom and I came up with a plan to keep it from my dad, which was dumb. But he found out that he found out that I got the ticket because I had to take driving school on a Sunday morning. And when he got to church, we all drove separately to church. But when he got there, he said, "Hey, where's Dustin at?" And that's how he found out that I got a speeding ticket in the Corvette. But the car didn't get taken away from me. I'm 36 now. It's still here. And it's been my one and only speeding ticket. So I hope you enjoyed this story, man. Tune in next week. I'll tell you another first because this is a series of firsts.